Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Oh. The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Thanks.
It's almost like reading all the documents. I'm like, wow, this vocabulary. I'm probably like butchering half of those words when reading all these documents, but you don't see those bigger words every day.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
It seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. And each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
Mm-hmm. I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Well, he knew something was coming.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
So it's just this room again. So I don't have clearance. I'm the director. Let's go this way. No, I don't. Wait, I'm just looping around, aren't I? Wait, so does the director's office connect? book do I pull? Okay, so that might come in later, is my guess. Because that seems like it's a secret doorway. Yeah, I just kept running past the elevator. It's only easy to get lost in here, even though I have a map. What room is this? Alright, so missions. Only completed one. Alright, so Hiss agent. The Hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggression or no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons, preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility, or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file blank for a full report. Only way you can tell is if they're floating. Are you infected? Am I floating? Yes. Then yes. Something else? Okay. So that was what, turning on the radio, but there's nothing on the radio. What's this? Oh. Okay, so I was just supposed to go.
There it is again. A welcome message.
There's a lot of blood.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
So travel costs. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, Elgato, Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Accommodation $836.29, meals $714, blah blah blah. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rowley and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The The boys and research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskeys is my ritual. That's why it's so expensive. So it's too powerful going off to the right. So that spot's off limits for now. Oh. I was showing it as like an enemy, but I wasn't sure. Alright, now I know. Because for a second I was like, is that explodable, or is there an enemy like behind it? But then they shot it. It's like, oh, it explodes. So house memory. First aid kit. Reading material while on the toilet. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart, green stable, yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts, orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts, red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Oh, okay, so like the question marks is like the mission, maybe? I almost want to search a little bit more. Maybe. Actually, I don't think there is much else to search here. Alright, let's kill some hiss. Stand up. Show me your face. What? Okay. I'm just shooting the thing in front of him. I had a dream, and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know, or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator, and the coils for my toaster, and the fans plus the timing belt for my car's engine, and the wheels for my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how to on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Again, I'm gonna break this desk just by running into it. Oh, wait. Was there another one? Okay, there's stuff above me that I have to interact with. I see that. Alright, so red doors I can't go through. So it seems like if it has a yellow light or a green light. So yellow lights I can go through. Okay. So that's gonna turn into probably a fast travel. Another
Just
video.
look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. Oh, okay. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we launched maybe 3 dozen pencils.
Whoa.
And once, we even launched a cup.
So you think you spilled your coffee on yourself, but really, Okay, so shift the room, go through that door.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Alright, so that door is still red. Somewhere just opened up. Stairs. Good thing I searched almost everything. Or reading material. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. That's funny. So the His resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. His barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. 2 methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1, destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2, destroy the His entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of His resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file blank for full report. A real Grandpa Simpson letter, yeah. Well, the previous presidents speak to me. So that's the whole.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of...
I love that. A floppy disk. So fancy. All this new technology. Hello, avid readers. The Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. Currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading! Penny Bartwell. TV.
She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
If you say so. Because that show's not gonna give anybody nightmares. So, like, with me being the director, shouldn't I be able to read all of the documents with all of those missing words? You would think, right? And I should have clearance for every single door. I am a very important person here. Don't they know? So she can jump pretty high. Ooh. So a window. A very well-washed window. So Trench. Dead letter approval. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by the postal services as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. Thank you. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. We're not gonna watch that again. Oh shoot, he has a shield.